there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World. Today we're here in New York City, and today we're not staying at, no, not the Motto, not the Home 2. No, we're staying at the Hampton Inn here on Times Square in New York City. What I thought I'd give you is a little bit of a rundown review of what to expect if you do stay here, because the positioning, the location, I mean, you're literally on Times Square. Like, you cannot be closer to Times Square, so that's where you want to be. This is a place to be. However, I think it's important we talk about some of the issues that are inside when it comes to the elevators and getting to your room. Because when you're in a room, it's not too bad. But let's go inside and talk about the room and talk about our experience of staying there for a few nights here in New York. So front desk process, there's a little line. It can get a little busy if you're here at the early checkout time because international flights get in earlier in the morning, so you're really checking in like 2, 3, kind of dealing with that. So it can be a bit longer sometimes, but they got us through very quickly, got my tickets, or got my keys, I should say, and then to the elevator. And the elevator, that is a problem because when it's busy, you can wait 15 minutes for an elevator to take you to your actual floor. What you will have is there's a little thing here. You have to tap your key and then put your floor in, and it'll tell you which elevator to go to. And that can take a while, okay? So anyway, I'll go deal with that, and let's go look at the room. So probably the worst part of this hotel is their elevator situation. Now, I understand when you do, you're going to push the elevator to the floor you want, you tap your number to go up. If you want to go to the lobby, you just push an L, you're fine. However, I've been here for 8 minutes now, waiting for an elevator to take me down. One did come, but it was full, so I couldn't even get on. Like, I couldn't even sneak in. So the elevator situation is quite problematic, so do be aware of that. So if you do have to get an Uber or whatever, just realize it might take you 10 minutes just to get out of your hotel. And it was very odd when we asked about the stairs. They're like, oh, the stairs are out of order. I'm like, I don't know if that's actually possible. So yeah, so first day at the Hampton Inn so far, not a fan. All right, so we're here in the room. I want to give you a little heads up. Remember, you're in New York City, so that means the hotel rooms are very small, okay? This is not a hotel that you're going to be able to spread the whole family out, okay? I have this. I'm here with my wife, my 2 kids, so we have 2 double beds. The beds are fun. Actually, I was surprised how relatively comfortable the beds were for, on Times Square. Literally, like, Times Square is right here. Like, you can see it from where we are. I mean, the beds are fine. Though, I will say, those kind of like balloon pillows that all the hotels are using now that are just, like, they don't go down? They're pillows like that. So not the best pillows, but the bed was totally fine. In terms of the room, what do you have? It's a standard Hampton Inn. If you've ever been in a Hampton Inn before, you know what you're getting, but just make it 30% smaller because New York City, okay? So, shower was fine, water pressure was fine, hot water came on right away. It has the pump, if you want shampoo, conditioner, they have that there. They do have an iron you have here. There's also, the safe you want to use. So if you want to put your passport in there, if you're from out of the country, you maybe don't want to walk around with your passport. I always have a picture of my passport on my phone. I have my ID, like my driver's license kind of stuff. I have one of those, but then I have my passport, important stuff, locked up in the locker when you're here. In terms of space, there's not a lot of space. Like, I'm actually prepping my stuff now to put up above so I can have my clothes the next couple days out, so I don't have to get in a suitcase or anything. So that's one of those things, the lack of space, it's just New York City, you have that. In terms of things you have in the room, there's a full-length mirror, so you can look good if you're going out to a show on Broadway. TV's on there, you got cable, all that kind of fun stuff, so you want to just sit and chill for a bit after a long day of walking, you can do that as well. They do have breakfast here. I will tell you, get there early, because when it gets going, and it gets kind of overrun, so be aware of that. In terms of location, if you're going to be coming in, it's going to be about an hour if you're going to take a Lyft or an Uber or a taxi in from JFK. LaGuardia is maybe a little bit quicker. Newark, about the same. I mean, you're coming to Times Square. I mean, it's going to be there. You have that. I will say, even though it's in Times Square, you don't hear anything. It's very quiet in the hotel. I was very happy about that. So I could sleep really well when I was here. So that's a good thing. So if you're looking for a room, standard kind of stuff. I mean, I booked this one because it was literally the cheapest in Midtown in the Hilton brand, and that's why I came here, because it was it wasn't cheap, but it was the least expensive of what I could find when I was here. In terms of other things they do have at the hotel, I'll go talk about those at another place. So, Jocelyn, how's everything at the hotel so far?
Well, the elevators are stupid. and you can't really get up. And then, you know, like what, 3 times now we've had to have cards made because their key cards just apparently don't hold whatever they're supposed to hold to open a freaking door. So here we sit. Love it. Pull me up.
But I'll say early morning, it came right away. So there is hope. So no, check-in times and check-out times. Elevator gets a bit nuts, okay? But yeah, early morning, you can head down. I was happy about that after many, many frustrations the last couple of days. Also, when you're here, don't forget only one person in the rotating door here at a time, because otherwise it literally will stop for you, and then they'll lecture you at the front desk not to do that. So just FYI. Now, if you're coming early, they're probably not going to have your room ready, so check-in time is check-in time, and it gets a little crazy then. Check-in time is 11 in the morning. I would recommend just use the Hilton app to check out, do it that way in case you don't want to go to the front desk. They do have left luggage, which gets a little crazy, but it will be there. They can hold it for you. So if you come in the morning, they can hold your luggage during the day, no problem. Or like we have an afternoon flight, so we're leaving our stuff here to explore a bit more. They do have that, so you have the option. If you're wondering where it is, again, there's the Hard Rock Hotels right there. The Times Square just right around the corner, so you have that. So I do have breakfast in the morning. I'm here at 7 a.m. and it's pretty happening, not super busy, so you can still get in there. You know, basic stuff, sausage, eggs, you know, the usual things, coffee, cereal. I mean, it's like every other Hampton Inn you've ever been in your entire life, but it's in New York City. And honestly, if you want to save some money, stack up on the food here, get filled up so you can go longer in the day before you have to buy the more expensive stuff out in the city. If you're looking for amenities, they do have a nice little like shop here. So you want to get some eats, some snacks, you know, whether you want your candy or you want to get some cookies or whatever, they do have that. And what's cool is you just pay right here, so you don't have to deal with the line waiting for people there. You can just pay it and go and head to your room. So that's a nice little add-on they have for you here. Also in the hotel, there is a fitness center. It's actually on the sea level. It's actually below the lobby. I'd recommend if you get anywhere, just walk down the steps to get down here. Treadmills, free weights, you know, have basic stuff out there if you want to do that. Some kettlebells, but you know, basic little gym stuff for you to do.
So when you come into this lobby, all of the elevators are right over there, and there are 2 little keypads, and you have to like put your floor, and then you have to click your key, and then it'll tell you which elevator to use. But whomever designed this stupid lobby put the front desk right there. And so on top of the fact that the desk sits out in front of all of the elevators, and when it's busy, there's this huge like cluster right in front of them. They also then have these little lines, these queue things, so you can't even just walk off or walk on. Oh my God. I am so frustrated with this because right over there is like the perfect place to put a front desk so people have access to freaking elevators. This is poor design. Also, nobody explains the elevator very well, and for people who don't speak English natively, it's very confusing. You should see all of the people here who are not, you know, native English speakers, and they're confused as all get out. Oh my God, I won't stay here again. Just so frustrated.
So, we're leaving our 4-night stay here at the Hampton Inn, and I'm going to say that we will never, ever stay here again. The room was clean enough, it was fine, but just the disaster that it is, the elevator situation here and the front desk, like just how that all is set up, it just makes it a very frustrating stay. So, location, yeah, you're Times Square, so you got tourists everywhere, which is fine, but you got metros all around, but that elevator stuff just making it such a horrible experience that you're just frustrated and upset. And we've been sitting here for 8 minutes now for an elevator because it only sends them up and it's full, and you gotta wait for another one, and then hopefully that's not full, and you get kind of stuck. So.
And we're on the 27th floor. It's not like you can really walk down that thing.
Yeah. So all these say use the stairs. 27 floors with luggage. It ain't that something to do. So hope this helps you know what to expect if you do stay at the Hampton Inn here on 48th Street. Yeah, not the best experience. Also, the fire alarm did go off a few times during the night, but they did have a PA system that said if you needed to escape or if it was okay. So we had that from a few times about 1:30 this morning. So they do have an effective alarm system, though Liam didn't wake up, and they will do a little PA thing of what's going on. So that was helpful to know, like we need to run and go or what. So yeah, fun times. So I hope this video helped you understand if this is the place for you to stay. Hey, for location, you can't beat it. Comfort, it's fine. It's just those dang elevators. Really kind of annoying. What do you think about staying at this place? Let us know in the comments below to help them out. And if you want to learn more, maybe the don'ts of coming to New York or the things you're going to love and hate about coming to New York, check us out on our website at waltersworld.com. We wish you all the best and say bye from here in New York.